As American Olympians work to bring home the gold from South Korea, the oldest living African-American Olympic medalist is speaking in Austin tonight. Herbert Douglas Jr. is shedding light on what he calls the Renaissance period of the African-American in sports. KVU's Patrick Perez sat down with him earlier today.
At 95 years old, Herbert Douglas Jr. still lives by four principles.
Analyze, organize, initiate, and follow through.
And it's those four principles, he says, helped him compete in the long jump at the 1948 Summer Olympics in London.
I was 26 years old.
Douglas jumped nearly 25 feet, far enough to bring home the bronze medal.
You realize that you're one of the best in the world. They can't deny that because you accomplished it.
An accomplishment he says wouldn't have been possible without those who came before him.
The 1936 Berlin Olympic Games was really our transition.
That's when Jesse Owens famously won 4 golds, and 9 other African-American men also took home medals.
They were very significant in laying a foundation for some of us who followed.
John Woodruff was one of those medalists, a childhood hero to Douglas.
I'd never seen headlines of an African-American in the papers until I saw Woodruff wins Olympics.
Douglas calls these wins the Renaissance period of African Americans in sports.
We then knew that those 9 athletes who medaled on that team, that we could what? We could compete against anyone in the world.
And it's the same idea he passes on to others today.
I actually believe that's why I made the Olympic team, because of home training.
Home training that inspired another generation of Olympic medalists. In Austin, Patrick Perez, KVU News.
What an incredible story, what that man has done. He's a part of history.
Very accomplished. We were also marveling that it's hard to believe he's 95 years old. He looks great, doesn't he? Wow. Just getting around well and passing along all that knowledge from his experiences.
That's right.
there.
He had something to prove back then, and today someone else has something to prove.